When I was ramming and jamming and just being a total fuck up, I knew that I was a total disappointment to myself and everyone around me. I was a complete liability. I couldn't be counted on. And everyone just looked at me in a certain way. I could tell that they just knew I was fucking up. And they knew I was a disappointment. Anybody out there that's struggling right now with alcohol or drugs or anything like that, any kind of vice that's holding you back and really just messing up your life, aren't you sick of being a disappointment and a liability to yourself and everyone around you? I know I was. When I finally pulled my head out of my ass, I figured it out and I changed my life 180 degrees. There's 3 things that you got to do to begin getting on that right track to become a better person and not such a disappointment to yourself and everybody else. Number 1, get into a detox program. If you're into alcohol or drugs, doesn't matter, especially opiates, get into a detox program. 7 days minimum, 7 to 10 days preferably. If you're low income, I know that the state, it can be arranged through the state and they can pay 100% of that depending on what state you're in. So go to the local detox that's nearest to you and talk to them about having the state pay for it. You owe it to yourself and everybody else to go through that misery of cleansing your body of that poison. It's a small price to pay, that pain and suffering, to go to the other side and start getting on the right track. I've gone through it many times. I know it's misery, but it's a small price to pay to come through on the other side. When you complete the detox program, you need to get right into a residential treatment program. Once again, if you're low income, the state can accommodate you. Do not do 30 days. Do at least 60, preferably 90 days in an in-house treatment center. Use all of the counselors there, all of the people that work there, because the chances are they've been through what you've been through. Use them, talk to them, open up. Get all those skeletons out of the closet so you can begin to heal yourself. Stick through it, graduate from there. Then when you're done, get into any sort of sober living or halfway house, whatever the hell you want to call it. Do that. Do it at least 6 months after you get out of the rehab. You're going to need to be held accountable by the people that live there until your brain starts to fire back on its own chemicals. And I've said it before, I'll say it again. If you're coming off of especially heroin, fentanyl, opiates, anything like that, try your best. Please do not get on any other sort of help like Suboxone or Subutex or whatever the hell. Just don't do that. It's way better if you're going to a detox to cleanse your body of that demon and that poison that you've been putting in your body for so long. Don't put another drug into your system that you're going to need to depend on. It's just not something that you should do. I know that's a debatable topic, but in my opinion, don't do it. It's not worth it. You can make it through the couple weeks of misery of physical withdrawal to get to the other side. It's just, trust me, it's way more worth it. And once you finish the sober living, then you can start to get your normal, quote unquote, normal living arrangements back. Get your own place, whatever the hell you got to do. But if you do those 3 things, then and only then can you start to get on the right track to living a better life. Because after that, it really starts. Then that's when you start putting the right food into your body. You start working out, you start doing physical activities, and that's where it really begins. And then you can start spreading your story and trying to help other people. Because that's why we're put on this planet. We're here to love, we're here to help other people. And especially people who have gone through a lot, like you guys have. I'm sure I've gone through a lot too, and come out the other side. Those are the kind of people that I like hearing from, who have gone through shit and came out the other side and totally flipped the 180. That's who I want to hear from. So once again, I love you guys. You guys have a good day.